So normally this would be our final mare, or this is our final maring. And normally we bring all the mares who scored for entry into the main mare book or above, and then give comments and so forth. And today, the only mare that met that criteria is Pick Dame, who is a very lovely Oldenburg mare, bridle number 1132, the 10-year-old Oldenburg mare by Thanos Pick Ramiro Assets. She receives the following score, and she's our site champion. Yay, we're proud. This mare receives the following scores for type 7, top line 7. Front leg 6, hind leg 6, walk 8, trot 7, canter 7, for a total of 48. Great score. This, again, go back to if you get a chance, I encourage you to go onto the holsteinerverband.de. Lots of pictures and links there to all that's happening with the Holsteiner horse, including the Elite Mare Show. And I think those are a great example and learning tool to really refine your eye to what a Holsteiner type is. Again, more of a rectangular type, longer lines, and this mare has that. So she, again, when she comes in, you can tell that she's a mare. She has a really nice, kind, soft expression, feminine type. The next set is time. One of the things I'm really fanatical about is how, what's that? Is how the neck is set on relative to the point of the shoulder. So here I can put my hand in, there's a lot of space here, which means that, and you can also see that the neck comes out directly from the point of the wither. So she's more uphill and she has more horse behind her than in front of her, which, whether you're riding a dressage test or jumping big horses, is going to give you, I believe that she gives you a good feel. Could maybe be a little bit more correct in her front limbs, and could also be a little bit leggier, and so finer points. Definitely, one of the hard things is that we score in whole notes or whole scores, and all things are not equal. So the 6 on the hind limbs of this one compared to some of the others today, this one is a much stronger 6, not quite a 7. I think this mare's walk was really exceptional. You could see as she was walking around, she had great freedom in her shoulder, and she was stepping up deeply behind. The trot had good elasticity and swing. I understand that before she had her baby, she was a successful hunter mare, and I can see why. She has, again, good power coming from behind, but her movement is more flat, which is obviously desirable in the hunters, but not so much in terms of the breeding for the Holsteiners. We want them to be more uphill. And so those are all things that breeders just have to take into account, given what their and weigh. There are breeding goals as a registry with their own personal goals. So that's just the main note there, was that the movement was a little bit flatter in front. Canter, same thing, could have been a little bit more uphill, was a little more flat, but still had good power coming from behind, and most importantly, she was well balanced in her canter, by far one of the most balanced of the day. So again, she receives a score of 48, or 48 bonnets, which gives her entry into the main mare book.